William Malin here for GetMoreSports.com, and Andy Enfield has been building USC ever since the moment he walked in the door. This is a sleeping giant, according to many in the college basketball industry, because we see a school that has extremely well-funded programs, great facilities, an incredible recruiting base in Southern California, and for the basketball program, you do not face nearly the kind of pressure that the football program does, because football rules at USC. So the microscope on your program and on the job you're doing as a head coach is not nearly as big. Andy Enfield finally got his breakthrough season with the Trojans going 21-13 last season, earning a trip to the NCAA tournament. And a lot of it was due to the explosiveness of that backcourt with sophomore Jordan McLaughlin and junior Julian Jacobs. Now, that backcourt obviously took a hit when Julian Jacobs declared for the NBA draft. Now, Julian Jacobs was snubbed from the NBA draft combine. You would think a guy that has had his kind of production, over 11.5 points per game, almost 5 rebounds, over 5 assists per game, you would think that a guy like that would get a shot, especially with his explosiveness. But he wasn't. He wasn't given a shot. Yet, he still hired an agent and chose to stay in the NBA draft. This is a perplexing decision for a lot of reasons. Most people have him projected as a mid to late second round pick. Maybe this is a guy who wants to start his professional career, whether it's in the NBA or overseas. Maybe this is a guy who's just done with school. Maybe there are factors here that we're not sure of. Whatever it is, it has to be concerning for Enfield because he has to replace one of the most explosive players in the country. Add to that this is not all happening in a vacuum. There have been a handful of other transfers out of the program. You look at Caden Reinhardt leaving USC, Malik Marquetti, Malik Martin, all leave the program. Clark leaves the program. Then you talk about Nikola Jovanovic also exploring his NBA options. USC was primed for a breakout year in terms of being a top 25 kind of team all year long. Now, that's looking not quite as likely for Andy Enfield and his USC Trojans.